So again, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It's Simon Lay on the way from Houston, Texas, USA. Xin chào tất cả anh chị. Chào tất cả anh chị, dù là anh chị đang ở buổi tối Việt Nam hay là buổi sáng, buổi trưa, buổi chiều nơi Simon hiện nay là đang ở Houston, Texas, ở Mỹ nha. Và chương trình hôm nay thì một chương trình đặc biệt. Thứ Chủ nhật của mỗi tuần thứ ba hàng tháng anh chị sẽ có chương trình như thế này và trùng giờ của Việt Nam, và chương trình này mở rộng cho tất cả những thành viên và khách của toàn cầu nữa. Nên hôm nay là cái format của mình hôm nay đó là sẽ như thế này. Thứ nhất là cái phần chia sẻ cơ hội kinh doanh OBB là bằng tiếng Anh 100% trên dưới 15 phút của tập đoàn. Cái thứ hai, những người sáng lập, những người quản trị điều hành của tập đoàn họ sẽ chia sẻ góc nhìn của họ và Simon sẽ dịch thuật. Cái phần thứ ba, hỏi đáp là đi rất sâu về cái sản phẩm mới VCT, cái token của mình, thì Simon sẽ dịch thuật và tất cả anh chị có thể có câu hỏi trên group bằng tiếng Việt hay tiếng Anh hay gì đó, Simon sẽ chuyển tải. Nhắc lại anh chị, cái phần mà chia sẻ về cơ hội kinh doanh anh em mình đã nghe đi nghe lại rất nhiều, nên 100% bằng tiếng Anh, bởi vì người nước ngoài trong cái room này khá nhiều hôm nay nha. Thì xin phép như thế. So again, sorry about because right now is we are international call the webinar today, special ones, and the companies, the management teams, they decided every Sunday, the third Sunday every month, we organize a special webinar talking about our business, our projects of many Vietnamese people, the member in this group. So let's allow me, sometimes I stop by translate into Vietnamese. So allow me to do that. Thank you. So again, hello everybody. It's Simon Lay on the way from Houston, Texas, USA. My full name is Simon Lay Simon Walker. And my background in finance and accounting. 20 years I got involved in the management, in the marketing and sales. I used to be the CEO of the companies, the public company, the stock, the share, they go to the stock market in Vietnam about 10 years ago. Even though my background in finance and accounting, but I love the concept, the way to build a community. So that's why 7-8 years ago, I chose to build the network marketing. Especially with my background in finance, accounting, background in security, stock exchange, background in the properties. So I love the blockchain. I love the way the technology going right now. And more than ever, we have a chance to do the international business. 7 years ago, when I got into the private projects, I have almost 1 million members under my organizations across 55 countries plus, and I hit the Crown Diamond position and master distributor of the previous company. So that's why I know Chen Eric, and Chen Eric is we know each other for 5 years. Chen Eric is from the Sweden, and he have a 30 years experience in the network marketing, and the last 10 years he got involved in building the system, the technology, the backbone of the companies, big company. So that's why I know him, and he very great leader, great persons, and he about to share with us what is about this company, the project. Xin phép anh chị nói chuyện nhanh thôi. Simon thì background của Simon là tài chính, kế toán, chứng khoán, bất động sản. Từng làm suốt 20 năm qua là làm rất nhiều cái vị trí lớn nhỏ, tập đoàn trong và ngoài nước. Và cũng từng là góp phần đưa một công ty con của BKMS ở Bình Dương lên sàn giao dịch chứng khoán ở thành phố Hồ Chí Minh 2008 với vai trò là tổng giám đốc. Tuy tài chính kế toán như cách đây 7-8 năm qua đó là Simon đã đam mê bước vào lĩnh vực phát triển cộng đồng, bởi vì mình thấy được một cái mô hình rất là hay. Và cái dự án trước đây Simon tham gia được 5 năm rưỡi thì cũng có một cái hệ thống cả triệu thành viên và 55 quốc gia đạt được những giá trị cao nhất của tập đoàn. Đó là lý do tại sao Simon biết Chen Eric cách đây biết được 5 năm. Ông là người Thụy Điển, 30 năm kinh nghiệm trong phát triển cộng đồng, và đặc biệt 10 năm gần đây là ông chuyên lập trình cho rất nhiều tập đoàn lớn nhỏ khác nhau. Thì hôm nay ông là người đại diện công ty, người của công ty để giới thiệu cơ hội này là gì ạ? So, Chen Eric, are you available there?
Yes, I am, Simon.
Okay,
Hi, good morning.
Hand over to you for the presentation. Don't need to translation for the OBB. Thank you so much. Ông sẽ nói tiếng Anh, không có dịch tiếng Việt ạ.
You want to translate, right? Or
love to, but because international member here a lot, so let's do the English for the OBB. The rest I will translate.
Thank you. Let me just start by sharing a little bit about myself. I know Simon said something in Vietnamese, but and you can translate that, Simon. I want to say a very thank you and good morning, good evening, and good night. I know that's late in some parts of Asia. Like Simon said, I'm Swedish. I'm 53 years old. I have been in the network marketing industry for 30 years, just like Simon said. I've also been in, like he also said, in the technical department, meaning really understanding what members and people want to have behind the scenes. Because when you are in front of the scene and you're out there working, you also know what people want to have to get things actually working. So
hold on. Okay. Okay. Simon xin phép dịch thuật ạ. Ông nói là ông cũng biết nghe Simon nói một giới thiệu về ông, nhưng mà ông xin phép là coi như là ông giới thiệu lại. Tôi là người Thụy Điển, Swedish, 53 tuổi và cũng đã hơn 30 năm có kinh nghiệm trong cái ngành phát triển cộng đồng, network marketing. Và đặc biệt trong 10 năm qua đó, như Simon nói đó, là tôi đã tham gia về cái công nghệ, cái technology, về kỹ thuật, về công nghệ tôi phát triển đó, bởi vì tôi hiểu sâu sắc đằng sau của cái đằng sau một cái hệ thống để phát triển thì công nghệ nó rất là quan trọng. Yes,
perfect. I'm going to now share my screen. You can see it, Simon, right?
Tôi sẽ chia sẻ cái màn hình này và xin phép anh chị người nước ngoài nhiều nên sẽ không dịch ra tiếng Việt của cái slide này. Anh chị em mình sẽ học sao nếu anh chị chưa biết
So our business is a private community, just like Simon explained, but more importantly, it's an invitation-only community of winners. And really our cornerstones and the reason this whole community was founded was because of the founder's vision and his experience in life, which you will hear a little bit about after the presentation. But they are the win, earn, and profit cornerstones. And every single person I know in life, they want to win, they want to earn, and they also want to profit. And that's kind of what we have included in our community. And Ari, as a person that I've known over 20 years, I actually met his father in my first network marketing company when I started over 30 years ago. We also have Jyrki, very experienced corporate person from Finland. He's also going to share a little bit about himself in the end of the presentation. We also have Janne, who's the Chief Security Officer. And then we have myself. But there is obviously a lot of more people behind the scenes. And also more importantly, all of you people, because our vision is to really become something special, and something called decentralized autonomous organization, which basically mean that we are basing everything that we do on blockchain technology, fully transparent, fully scalable, so there's no real questions. And that's also the reason why when people join our community, they get governance tokens so they can govern their membership within our community. So really to be a community of winner in all aspects of life. And the mission is very simple. By using the invitation only model, is like we do, because you cannot become a member unless you've been invited. This will make us the biggest community on earth eventually. And if you think about it, you know, the invitation model, we have so much media marketing, social media, there's so many channels today. But the most powerful way to actually invite people and talk about something is using your mouth. You just have to go back a couple of thousand years in time, and there was this man who was born somewhere in Palestine or something, and you know, he recruited 12 front lines, and they went out talking about him, and everyone knows his name in the world, but no one has actually seen him. Quite efficient way, and this is the best, most powerful way to market anything. And looking at the market size, you know, a lot of people don't understand, but just looking at online lotto and social promoting lottery games, that section in itself is expected to reach 220 billion US dollar by the year 2024. That's over 5 times bigger than the music industry in itself. And everyone knows about music in the world, but this is so much bigger. And the majority of the growth in this sector is actually coming from the Asia Pacific region. So now looking at our first cornerstone, the win part, which I actually love. Every single person wants to win. And it doesn't matter if it's winning in sport or winning, you know, 10 euros in a lotto game or 1 euro on a scratch ticket that they buy. And therefore we have created our game. And the membership is based on 2 types of games. The Lite game, or the Lite Jackpot, is 240,000 euro. We have the Mega Jackpot, which is 2.4 million euro. And that you will actually win when you have picked all 7 numbers correct in your weekly draw. And that's how actually simple it is. You pick a number between 1 and 12, and if you have all 7 numbers correct, you're going to win the jackpot. We call this the main draw, and this is something that actually takes place every day, meaning every day of a week, there are people starting in our community, or they have a ticket starting. So that means that every day there are tickets drawn. And then in this example, 2 numbers like 6 and 9 here in this example, you actually win 1.2 euro if you have a mega ticket, and 24 cents if you have a light ticket. And obviously this is extremely exciting because it happens at the same time for all members in the community. And as an example, if you have, for instance, 5 in a row, well, then you win 240 euros. Now, when you have a main draw win, meaning there is someone winning the main draw, our system and our draw generates something called the lucky draw. We have 12 random other winners that is generated automatically. And since people start every day, there are always main draw winners every single day. And you can actually win this lucky draw every single day just by participating. And in this example, if for instance, we have 1 main draw winner of 12,000 euros, well, then the system automatically generates an additional 12 other winners of 1,000 euros each. And this is randomly. So it could be you or it could be anyone else in the community. And if you have, for instance, 2 main draw winners in a day, well, then we have 24 lucky draw winners. If there is 10 main draw winners, well, then we have 120 lucky draw winners. And this is super exciting because even just by participating, you can actually win the lucky draw every single day, which is super exciting. So then we have the business, the earn part. And we have something called the team player program or team member program. When you invite other players, you actually earn 5% on all the sales. So by recommending, by inviting other members, you earn on the sales that is happening. And it doesn't matter if it's ticket sales or if there's something else, you will always earn on the people you bring in yourself. you get paid as wide as deep, meaning if you invite, for instance, 3 other people, well, then you're paid in 3 levels or over 3 levels. If you invite, for instance, 7 people, well, then you're paid over 7 levels. And remember, this is compressing, which actually means that if someone in or within your 7 levels has only invited 1, but they have several levels in their organization under them, well, that commission actually flows up to the person who is qualified for it. So technically, you could actually get paid a lot longer than 7 levels. We have the fast track reward. So if you invite 3 mega players or 7 light players in your first 7 days, and remember, you start on day 1, so you don't start day 0. If you do that, your first line team cashback goes up to 12% from 5%. So it's actually an increase of 7%. And you can also reach this fast track reward bump in pay after 7 days, but then you need to invite 7 mega players or 21 light players. Now the team player member program, your potential earning. Well, if you invite 7 and those 7 people invite 3 each, and then all of you invite 2 new players each week, you would have actually created in 10 weeks over 7,500 players in your team. And you would have earned over 90,000 euros in team cashback totally. This is based on mega ticket sales, remember that. So we have the team win, which is something else that you can earn. If you build a team, then you also play together with your team. So for instance, if you have 1,000 players in your team, well, then you technically play with 1,000 tickets or more every single day. And when someone wins in your team, either the main draw or the lucky draw, you also win. And that is even more exciting, because if your neighbor wins the lotto or a raffle ticket or a scratch ticket, you don't win anything, even if you told him to participate in the lotto. So, and that is the beauty here. We also have something called the percentage pool bonus, which very easily explained is all bonus, fast track bonus that is not paid goes into this pool. So all unpaid fast track bonus goes into this pool, and it's paid out in 13 different pools to people who are qualified. And you can qualify either by getting 7 mega players invited, and also the number of fast track members you have within your 7 level circle will determine how big pool part you get. So out of these pools. And then you can also reach different recognition levels, starting from gold up to crown ambassador. And the higher title you have, the more pools you actually participate in. And we already have 3 blue diamonds after the first 5 months in our business, and we have several diamonds, emeralds, rubies, which is very exciting because we just barely got started. So to summarize the earning, we have the first line cashback goes up from 5 to 12. We have the normal team cashback of 5%. We have the team win, so you earn also 5% on all the team winnings, and then we have the percentage pool bonus that we explained. Now we have the profit part and the third cornerstone, and maybe the one that makes this even more exciting. At least so I think, and we're going to talk more about that after the presentation. But first we have our pool participating certificates, PPCs. That's the community's profit sharing instrument. And the only way to actually get a hold of them is to buy them on DosX.io, which is our internal exchange. So when the company was founded, the founder created 12 million PPCs on our own blockchain. And as I said, this can be traded between members. It's free price setting. So the company is not, in between. It's the member-to-member trade. And light members earn 50% of their team cashback to the mandatory trading wallet, and the mega members earn 25% of their team cashback to their mandatory trading wallet. This actually means that we drive a lot of liquidity to the exchange. That means that a lot of people, or actually everyone who earns something, they will be forced to trade, which will again drive liquidity. And the higher liquidity you have on any exchange in the world, the better it is for everyone who holds these instruments, the PPCs. And as I said, if you don't have any, you can actually go and buy on DosX.io. And they are traded down to very small satoshis, or actually increments. So you can buy 0.1 if you want to. Now, a few days ago, with huge success, we launched, since the PPCs are not sold anymore by the company, because there are none, they are all among members. The company has created a venture capital pool and token, which we call the VCT. And they work basically the same dynamic, the same way. The difference is we are not looking what the company is doing or the community is doing inside our community. It's not based, the profit sharing is not based on anything that happens within the company. It's based on what happens outside in third-tier companies that the company actually invests in. And we have already made 2 major agreements with 2 outside companies, which we will explain a little bit more. But that is our target. Online businesses, DeFi businesses, which means decentralized finance businesses, and also blockchain-based business models. Look for unicorn companies that actually could take over the world with their ideas, but also established businesses. And those 2 that we have put our faith into in the first, in this first, let's say, phase of the whole VCT, is actually one company has over 80,000 customers already. The other companies, not so many. And we are helping them to rebrand and relaunch their business operation. And everyone who holds VCTs, they will be able to get a dividend or revenue sharing out of what these companies, the third-tier companies, is doing outside of the community, which is also super, super exciting. Now we have a special PPC owner pre-launch, and that basically means that we allow only people who hold PPCs today or tomorrow, if you buy one and you don't have any, to actually go and buy VCTs. They're specially priced packages, and this goes on until the 29th of September. I know it says 26th, but it's the 29th. The number is upside down. We have an offering now out of 9 different packages, going from starter, which is a €60 pack, all the way up to a full dozen pack that costs €12,000. So, and again, we will explain a little bit more about this after the presentation. Now we have the mega jackpot of €2.4 million. That's a €250 membership, and it's a 1 year or 52-week membership. Then we have the Lite Jackpot, which is a €50 membership for 52 weeks. So to summarize the cornerstone, we have the win, we play together, and we win together. We have the earn on all your team sales and winnings. Then we have the profit part, which is the house always win. You heard that expression before. This is your way to become part of the house, because in normal circumstances, you would have need to invest in public listed companies, own shares, wait for the company to make a profit. And if they don't, well, then you get nothing when the year ends. In our community, it's very simple. This is based on full scalability. So that means that doesn't matter if we're 100,000, a million member, or 10 million or 100 million members, the company will always be able to deliver. Because we are scalable, we know what we are paying, and we're also paying an insurance premium on all our jackpot winnings that we have in the community. So it doesn't matter if we have a jackpot winner every single month or every single week, the company will always be able to deliver, which is probably the most exciting thing here. Because if you've been part of any other type of opportunity in your life, many of them, they come and then they disappear because they can't deliver. They can't scale up, they can't grow. And our system is built to scale up. Our system is built to scale. And it doesn't matter how many people we have on our website, it's not going to crash because of that. That is for sure. So with that, I'm actually going to give the word over to Simon, and I think he's going to introduce some extremely powerful people among the founder of this community. So thank you, Simon.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jen, Eric, for the business presentations of the of our wonderful projects.